Hi, this is Galit Goldfarb, and thank you very much for joining me here today. Today I'm going to be talking about living with ADHD or someone close to you who has ADHD. It can be very disruptive for everyday life, but its symptoms can be tamed with nutrition and a few lifestyle changes, which I'll talk about in this video. The classical core symptoms of ADHD include short attention span, impulsivity, distractibility, and poor impulse control, or hyperactivity in some cases, but not all cases. I have found these symptoms can be tamed through nutritional and lifestyle adjustments, which can very much help. There are several actions that can be taken which have a significant effect on the symptoms of ADHD. So here are 10 nutritional and lifestyle recommendations that can reduce the symptoms of ADHD if you adhere to them. So number one, make sure you or your loved one with ADHD never get too hungry. This is very important because the brain uses 20% of the body's total energy, which is more than any other human organ. Therefore, the brain relies on a regular supply of food for energy. Without the nutrition that the food supplies, brain function will be negatively impacted. This will affect self-control, concentration, sleep, mood, motor skills, and memory. By making sure you or your loved one with ADHD never get overly hungry and have a healthy snack always at hand and actually eat it, then you will ensure your self-control and attention span are under control. In situations that might test your patience, I recommend that you plan ahead and ensure that you have eaten well beforehand. Number two, increase dopamine release. You see, in the brain, dopamine functions as a neurotransmitter, a chemical released by neurons, which is a brain cell. This is connected to feelings of pleasure and satisfaction and reward. Now, dopamine also sharpens the mind and makes one more alert. Low dopamine levels have been found in people who have ADHD, which may lead to difficulty in focusing attention. Tyrosine is an amino acid that encourages the brain to release dopamine. Tyrosine is found in high amounts in almonds, avocados, bananas, lima beans, pumpkin seeds, and sesame seeds in tahini. By consuming these foods regularly, you will ensure that your body has sufficient tyrosine to support dopamine release. Now, number three, increase serotonin release. That's what you want to do. It has been found that increasing dopamine release is not enough to control the symptoms of ADHD, and serotonin levels were also of primary importance. In fact, a balanced relationship between dopamine and serotonin was critical in helping reduce ADHD symptoms. Now, serotonin is a neurotransmitter related to impulse control and to aggression. And tryptophan is an amino acid that the body uses to manufacture serotonin. Tryptophan is found in spirulina, spinach, watercress, soybeans, mushrooms, and all sorts of leafy green vegetables, as well as asparagus, broccoli, and sunflower seeds, and kidney beans. Now, by consuming these foods regularly, you will ensure that the body has sufficient tryptophan to support serotonin production. Now, number four, it's to increase complex whole grain carbohydrate-rich foods in your diet. Tryptophan is the least abundant amino acid. Therefore, in a protein-rich meal, tryptophan is the last amino acid that will cross the blood-brain barrier. It has to wait its turn after all of the other amino acids. On the other hand, evidence suggests that eating a complex carbohydrate meal with a little bit of protein, enough protein, will increase the tryptophan available to the brain. The reason for this is that when a carbohydrate-rich food is consumed, the body releases insulin, which diverts the other amino acids into the muscles, but leaves tryptophan untouched. And this provides better ground for tryptophan to enter the brain through the blood-brain barrier to promote its calming effect. Now, carbohydrate-rich foods with sufficient protein include whole grains, peas, lentils, barley, oats, beans, and quinoa. Now, you also want to reduce animal protein in your diet. Why? Because when you consume natural high carbohydrate-rich foods without the presence of animal proteins or fats, then they allow tryptophan to flood the brain, as I spoke about before. Also, you want to ensure that your diet has enough iron, because the enzymes involved in the production of tryptophan and tyrosine contain iron, which within the enzyme helps to regulate its activity. Iron is found, of course, in lentils, sesame seeds, and chickpeas, and many leafy green vegetables as well. Now, the seventh is that you want to ensure your diet is rich in magnesium and zinc, which affect the activities of serotonin and dopamine. Natural foods rich in magnesium and zinc include pumpkin seeds, soybeans, spinach, and quinoa. Also, you want to reduce the consumption of unnatural food colorings and preservatives in your diet. These unnatural products affect the brain and have been found to increase ADHD symptoms in people who suffer from ADHD. I would recommend removing all artificial colorings and flavorings from your diet. Although I know this may be difficult for some of us, so at least remove the preservative sodium benzoate and artificial colorings such as sunset yellow and tartazine and allura red. Okay, also you want to definitely exercise. Exercise has proven over and over again that being physically active on a daily basis has a very, very positive effect on people with ADHD. Not only does it improve the symptoms, but also being physically active improves the mood and cognitive performance as well. Even very light physical activity triggers the brain to release dopamine and serotonin, which reduce ADHD symptoms. Now, number 10, I also recommend cognitive behavioral therapy, which focuses on changing how one feels and acts by changing default thought patterns and persisting beliefs about one's self and life. Cognitive behavioral therapy, also, which is CBD, it's also called, and also helps in anger control and helps one to stay focused. So to conclude, poor eating habits and a sedentary lifestyle have a significant influence on ADHD symptoms. By changing your eating habits and adding the foods recommended in this video to your diet regularly, as well as incorporating regular physical activity into your schedule, you will see significant reduction in ADHD symptoms. And also don't forget to sleep enough. So thank you very much for joining me today. I hope you liked this video. Please feel free to comment below and let me know what you liked best. And also give it a thumbs up if you liked the video, and please subscribe to my channel. Also, you have lots of information on my website at www.thegorilladiet.com. Thank you very much.